Hello everybody, coming to you live again. Sorry about the darkness of today, a little gloomy here in New Jersey in the kitchen. But my dog, very cute boy dog, is here ready to keep me company, and one more day she has something new to say. So Lucky Maggie's in 2 bits coming to you one more time with a story, a short story, if you could see the cover, that I wrote. I wrote it about 3 days ago. I highlighted some points to it. Look, I'm just going to read it. I highlighted some points so I can read my story correctly. And I feel like what's going on today in the world, because I watch the local news, is traumatic and legendary. So that's what I voted for, as this is a legend. This will not last forever. It's just going to be a blip in history. And we're all going to get through it, all the good people. So anybody that's watching me is a good person. Come on, it's probably my last video of the pandemic. It's episode 8. Which is great. As I said, I'm the youngest of 8, and we'll be off the web for a while until I figure out what topic I want to discuss, or anybody makes any comments. If anybody makes any comments, why should I be? Obviously, nobody's watching. People are watching me, but if they don't want to comment, obviously they don't like what I'm saying. So why would I be up here forcing myself into people's video world? But maybe I'll catch somebody else today on the web, and they'll like my story, and they'll follow me. Remember, I'm going to read the story. There's a huge bone down there. Not kidding, this bone is like this big, finally, from his daddy. Yep, you play with the bone, I will read. So, once again, back to my classroom. Lucky Maggie's in 2 bits classroom. I used to be a substitute teacher. I still am. So, right, this is my label. My label, that's what I drew. It's a little crooked. You can't really see it much. If you've ever been to a concert, it's kind of like a stage design. Just because you're at a concert. Classy one. This is by Ms. MEB. Ages 17 and up. So, I'll give you a brief synopsis about it. So, it's just probably like 5 more minutes of reading, maybe 10 more minutes of reading, but this way it censors it. So if you don't want to listen to the story and have your youngins who are under 17 get influenced by the story, this is great. It's about our senses, smell, hear, taste, sight, and touch. So I'm talking about eyesight and nose sight. Sense, eyesight and nose sense today. So it's about 2 bees. One comes out of the hive before the other. Smells something far away, wants to go pollinate over there. His friend comes out, or his cousin, or his brother, or maybe an aunt for all I care, comes out and says, oh, I don't smell what you smell, but I see something real close, and I'm a little lazy, so I'm going to go for that sense. I trust my senses and see what happens, if you want to listen. So, the name of the story is Bumble and Bee. Okay, here goes. I've never read it on camera before. I might make mistakes, I know I'm going to, but, just bear with me. It's just 2 pages, 3 pages. So, Bumble and Bee, July 2020, which was yesterday. I thought it was 3 days ago. I've been working on it on my pad, sketch pad for a little while, but I put this 3 days. 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, YouTube politics. But today's June 21st, 2023, 46. Bumble and Bee legend. Here we go. And the 2 bees are talking to one another, so I'm going to pretend I'm Bumble and I'm going to pretend I'm Bee. There's no narration. It's one line narration. So, we'll just make Blue come. It's going to be a great summer, said Bumble. I can smell a great field of flowers coming. It is far off in the northwest lands region, on a great mountainside. Can't you smell it, Bee? Bee stepped out of the hive next to Bumble and smelled. No, said Bee, but I can see out here all the green shoots, tall and straight, growing, weaving, glowing, going to bloom real soon. How about you? Bumble said. Let us fly up together, my best friend, and reap the joyful goodness of plentifulness. Bumble kept talking. I know there's a mountainside of blossoms getting ready for us. I can smell it in my nose. I can't smell anything, said Bee, but I can see greatly what is right here outside around us. Right? Come on. That's what he's trying to say to him. Like, what are you talking about? I'm not seeing what you see, said Bumble. I don't know. I know what we want to do. We want to pollinate. What else would we do all summer if we don't? Let us fly off and be happy in a far fields, Bumble said, because he was the one. Well, you figure it out. I trust and believe what I see, Bee replied, but I understand, my good friend, you have good senses too. Let us part and meet back here and tell me of the great stories of your adventure. I know we shall always be friends. I look forward to sharing with you soon my stories. Off! Let us take flight soon. I am anticipating spring. Off they went. Now they were both confident in their judgment of where to be for the summer. Bumble went west. Bee stayed home with his nose smell for the so they used their nose and their eyesight, right? So Bumble had his nose to tell him of the far-off land, and Bee had his sight to show him as the field so close was ready to bloom. Bumble went north as the winds took him, and then started making the turn towards the west. Bee flew out not too very far for a little bit and came to a tall tree where he landed and took a look over his landscape. Bumble, flying strong, started having some headwinds facing him, and it was hard to fly. He couldn't push and flapped his wings harder and harder. He couldn't help but think how Bee couldn't smell his flowers about to bloom on the great wide mountainside. So now we're talking about Bee's flower shoots. How come, and Bumble's talking, saying, how come I couldn't see Bee's flower shoots that were going to spring up and flower so tall? Should I have stayed? How could my nose be wrong? Back at the tree, Bee sat and sat. Where are the flowers? Bumble is gone. He was so positive about the fields he was going to. Could I be wrong on what my eyes saw? They both missed each other very much and did not have each other to talk to, and they just had to wait. Picture this: sun, rain, sun. A sunny day passed, a rainy day passed, and a sunny day arose, and it happened. Bee reached and saw his mountainside field that had smelled so good, and Bee saw too his flower field bloom, and not only looked so beautiful, but smelled so delectable. So, what's the moral of the story? Can you figure it out? Can you figure out the moral of the story to Bumble and Bee legend? If you want to write some comments about what you think, I would love to discuss my story. Again, it's Lucky Maggie. My name is Meg. As I said, politics manager with me, Meg. This has nothing to really do with politics, I don't think, but it's just my story. So please comment down below. I don't really know how YouTube works. If you want to subscribe to my channel and give me some topics you want me to talk about, that'd be great. I tried this on Instagram with IGTV. It didn't work out so well, but I'm hoping on YouTube I will be successful. Thank you so much. 6:40. I'm out of here. Lucky Maggie's in 2 bits. Peace, baby, peace.